This special retro cricket shirt live. Make sure you get your questions in the chat. We're going to have a look through some retro cricket shirts today. My name's Matt Ellis, host of the Cricket Library podcast, curator of content at the Cricket Library YouTube channel. We're live across multiple platforms at the moment. We're on TikTok. So hello to all the TikTokers out there. And if you're a YouTuber not following on TikTok, make sure you get across and follow on YouTube, the Cricket Library podcast YouTube channel, and TikTok as well. Great to have Mighty Mitch here on TikTok. Feel free to pop your questions in the chat. Let's have a look. Let's start looking through these retro shirts. Now, on theme for today, who remembers this one? The Mercantile Mutual Cup 1993-94 edition. Wonderful era of New South Wales cricket. Richard Cheekwee, of course, scoring 100 in the final of the 93-94 summer, wearing a shirt that looked like this. Wonderful retro kit. And if you remember the 1992 Cricket World Cup, the Australian shirt, similar design as that one there, the New South Wales Mercantile Mutual Cup retro edition. Then we go forward a few years to when ING Bank, hello Blake, ING Bank taking over the sponsorship, and that's when New South Wales moved into this kit for the ING Cup. And then, of course, a little bit later on, this is a beauty, this one. Check this one out. Singlet. What's your plan B? New South Wales Blues. Get a look at that one. Wonderful era. And then the El Matador One Day Cup. The New South Wales strip there, of course. BLK in charge of that one. Oh, how good, Blake. Country Week back in the 80s. What an era. What a great era of cricket. And great to have so many people tuning in. Great to have you all here. We've got people on TikTok. We've got people on YouTube. Here's a nice retro one. Adam Zampa at the Thunder. Look at that. Zamps. I reckon I could fit into that, actually. That would fit me in it quite nicely. Similar build back in the Webjet days of the Sydney Thunder. Great shirt, that one. Long sleeve as well. And a warm welcome to everyone joining us around the world. YouTube, TikTok. Hello, Jay. Hello, Hayes Hall. And a warm welcome to Blake. Thank you for being here with us. Great to have your company as we take you through a bit of a retro cricket shirt collection. Now, look at this one. Still got the tags on it, this one. Yorkshire signed on the front. Hello, Senator VS. Great to see you. Thank you for joining us here at thecricketlibrary.com. Lovely to see you joining at 2:22 p.m. as well. This one, a Yorkshire shirt. Just taking you through some retro cricket shirts, Senator. Appreciate you stopping by. And well done to India. India winning the T20 World Cup. What a wonderful performance from Team India. They were pretty much unstoppable. Hello, Emmy. Great to have your company. Yeah, great collection. Stick around. We've got plenty to show you here. Here's one. Tanveer Sangha. The great Tanveer Sangha playing today for New South Wales. If the rain stops, T. Sangha, number 17 for the Thunder. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you've been enjoying the Cricket Library podcast as well. Those of you joining us live, YouTube live, TikTok live. It's a bit of a double whammy live, and appreciate you all being with us. Turtleneck. I love a good turtleneck, actually. Big fan of the turtleneck. This is not quite a turtleneck, though. Thank you, Caitlin, for being with us. There we go. Daniel Sams. Daniel Sams, number 60, Sydney Thunder. There we go. Back in the day, what an era. Daniel Sams, he won the BKT Golden Cap that year. Make sure you put your questions in the comments. Happy to answer questions as we go. And appreciate those of you who are adding to the conversation here. Thank you, Senator-VS. And great to have you all with us here this afternoon. Lovely to have your company. Moons is back. Do you use a shaboon in Korea? I don't know what a shaboon is. I'm sorry. Here we go. Indigenous design. Look at this beautiful Indigenous design. E. Smith. And there it is at the front there. Beautiful Sydney Thunder Indigenous strip. Moons is back. Welcome back, Moons. Lovely to have your company. Just checking to see who we've got here joining us. And a very warm welcome to you all. Thank you for stopping by. And Moons is back. Ella's here. Avi's here. And let's have a look at our next shirt. This one here, the New South Wales training shirt. And you see it's got the pouch at the back for the GPS tracker. I don't have a GPS tracker in there, but that's where they put the GPS trackers when they're doing all their fitness training, etc. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day, afternoon. Here we go. Straight out of South Africa, this one. It's the Highveld Lions. Highveld Lions. Lovely strip, that one. The short sleeve. And here we go. Here's a bit of Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago cricket board. Thank you for those likes coming through, Moons. Appreciate that. Trinidad and Tobago. Made in India. Size medium. I reckon I could fit into that one as well. Might need to put one of these on. Now, this is one of my favourites. You don't see these every day because the Deccan Chargers don't exist anymore. But signed by Adam Gilchrist and Andrew Simons, the Deccan Chargers. What an era. Early days of the IPL. Still got the tags on it. What's it say? T-shirt, article code 65223-801, large 112 centimetres, one piece, RRP $3.99. September 2009. There you go. September 2009, this one. Deccan Chargers. Probably my favourite one in the collection, actually. Mainly due to the nostalgia around Adam Gilchrist, Andrew Simons. This is an interesting one. This one's still got the tags as well. Test shirt from, I'm going to say, who have I got talking about the Sheffield Shield? Sheffield Shield, I love the Sheffield Shield. Robert, I'm a big fan of the Sheffield Shield. I've done a few interviews with players in and around the Sheffield Shield. This one's signed by Matthew Wade. And, of course, today we've got the New South Wales taking on Tasmania down in Hobart, where it is raining at the moment. So we're just waiting on updates as to when that game will get underway. So we're chatting here with you all in the interim while we await a bit of news in and around that. So it's great to have your company. And we've set the flare off here. Set the flare off on TikTok, so we'll see what that means. Here we go. Somerset Cricket Club. Any Somerset fans out there? Oh, here's another good one. Here's another beauty. Sunrisers Hyderabad. Let us know if you're a Sunrisers fan. Let us know who are we going for in the IPL this year. Sunrisers Hyderabad, one of the great teams. And again, this one, 2013. This one, so 2013, Sunrisers Hyderabad. Oh, this is interesting. This is the Last Man Stands World Champs 2010. It's actually my shirt, that one. So number 7. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Great to have your company. Hello, Luke. Thanks for being with us. What else have we got in here? Oh, we got some retro cricket programs coming up as well. Hello, Albie. Hello, Bruce. Hello, Banana. Hello, Shelby. Thanks for being with us. And the great Baxter Holt, number 27. He's been on our TikTok lives, actually, Baxter Holt. Hello, Pauline. Lovely to have your company. So we'll put these ones away, I reckon, and then I'll get into a new box soon. And hopefully I'll just give you another quick look as we put them back in the tub. Sunrisers Hyderabad back in 2013. Lovely to have your company. A warm welcome to everyone. We are doing a double stream. We're streaming on TikTok, streaming on YouTube. If you are on TikTok, please double click the screen, give us a like, do what you need to do there to help spread the word. Hello, Pickles. Thank you, Emre. Very generous. Very generous. Now, this one here, 2013, I think it is. 2013. Mumbai Indians. The Mumbai Indians. There we go. 2013. Somerset, another look for the Somerset fans. Great to have you joining us for this retro cricket collection unveil. We are loving your company, loving your comments, appreciating your support of the stream this afternoon. Hello, Radelaide. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Georgette. And we're at the Cricket Library YouTube channel. Cricket Library podcast YouTube channel, I should say, and we're here live on TikTok as well. So double stream, double live, double the fun as we go through these retro cricket shirts. Plenty of great names have worn these shirts over the years. Thank you for joining from the TikTok, Robert M. Appreciate that. Great to have you here, Robert. And lovely to have so many people joining us from around the world. Retro cricket shirts. Some of them, I guess it depends what you define as retro, but I guess it's a collection of cricket shirts from around the world. My name's Matt Ellis, host of the Cricket Library podcast and curator of content at the Cricket Library YouTube channel. We're going to be doing some shirts and then we'll get into some match programs as well, and appreciate everyone stopping by this afternoon or this morning. It could be early in the morning. Appreciate those people joining across on YouTube from the TikTok stream. Hello, Sab Trader. This is one of my favorites. I don't know why. I just love it. The Highveld Lions. Maybe I'm enjoying the GM sponsorship there. GM, one of those classic kind of bat brands. Yeah, not sure why that's one of my favorites. It just is. Let's have a look. And the classic. I do love the GPS trackers that go in the back of these. I've never actually worn a GPS tracker myself, but I love that that's a functional addition to this New South Wales shirt. Hello, Gian. Hello, Kuno. Hello, Stavros. The great Stavros. Lovely to have Stavros here this afternoon. Emily Smith. Love the Indigenous design. This one's signed on the back as well. I don't know if you can see that very clearly, but Emily Smith, wicket keeper at the Thunder for a short amount of time, not a long amount of time. Hello, Jared. One of my favourite players, the great Daniel Sams, number 60, BKT Golden Hat wearer, the year that he wore this shirt. Match worn one, that one. Hello, Michael. And thank you to everyone joining us across the platforms, multi-platform stream this one. And lots of people joining. Tanvi Sangha, number 17. What a gun. Leading wicket taker in the Dean Jones Trophy this season for New South Wales and for the entire competition. Having a great year. Yorkshire. Good players have played for Yorkshire over the years, haven't they? Oh, my word. One of the great counties. And a player who's not playing for New South Wales today to allow Tanvir Sangha to play. Number 88, Adam Zampa. There he is, Adam Zampa. Long sleeve shirt. Love that it's long sleeve. This one's a bit thicker too. I don't know. You can't really tell from here, but that's more than just a T-shirt. That's nice and thick. That'd be nice and warm. A bit more like a pullover of sorts. Yes, Prototype's got a question. Hello, Prototype. Great to have your company. This, I believe, is here as well. Welcome, This, I Believe. Thank you, Prototype. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. My favourite colour, blue. Definitely blue. Phone's ringing. Rory's here. No, not selling them. This is just a show and shine, so to speak. I guess an equivalent of a show and shine. This one here. What's your plan B? The great Mitchell Stark. Great to have your company as we do our little retro cricket shirt show and shine of sorts. We'll do some programs soon. We will do some programs. So we've got the New South Wales ING Cup. ING Cup. So we're talking mid-90s here. Mid to late 90s. I think the ING Cup was a great era of domestic cricket. That was our Big Bash back in the day. We didn't have Big Bash. So nice to have the ING Cup represented. That was where we'd go on a Sunday morning down to North Sydney Oval and watch the ING Cup. And before that, it was the Mercantile Mutual Cup, of course. One of the best, the New South Wales Blues 93-94 edition, that one. It's an absolute beauty and one that I enjoy very much. Hello, Jacko. Let's do a few retro programs and then we'll get back to some shirts for you after that. Here we go. Queensland Bulls versus England. Queensland Bulls versus England. This is November 13 to 16 from up in Cairns. Kazali's Oval up in Cairns. And let's have a look at who was playing. It doesn't really have teams, I don't think. Got a quiz in here. Oh, John Buchanan. John Buchanan and David Lloyd, the two coaches. Hello, Clive. Hello, Cecilia. A warm welcome. Thanks to everyone joining us on or either YouTube or TikTok. So there we go. The challenge. And here we go. The top end tour, Northern Exposure. We had Gavin Dovey, CEO, Northern Territory Cricket, on the Cricket Library podcast recently. You'll see his interview is available there on YouTube. But this is back in the day. Oh, look at this. We've got a Go Aussie Go temporary tattoo in that program. Go Aussie Go temporary tattoo. That is rarefied air right there. I don't think you'll see many of them down at your local store. Yeah, so there we go. What a look at, here's the merch, the top end tour merch. I don't think I've got any top end tour merch because I didn't go. Hello, John. Great to have your company. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what other programs we've got in here. We'll go through those for you now. Here we go. Lilac Hill Festival match. Lilac Hill Festival match. It looks like Heath Streak on the cover there. Chairman's 11 versus New Zimbabwe, 2003. And the Australian players, we've got Gilchrist, Langer, Martin, Angel, Marsh, Hussey, Hogg, Campbell, Brad Williams, Colin Miller, Peter Worthington, Chris Rogers. And then for Zimbabwe, thank you, Josh Tomo. Zimbabwe, we had Heath Street, Tatenda Taibu, who's been on the Cricket Library podcast. Recommend you have a listen to that. Thank you to everyone joining us via TikTok and YouTube today. We are TikTok and YouTube simultaneously, and it's all happening. We've got Andy Blignort, Gary Brent, Stu Carlisle, Dion Ibrahim, Sean Irvine, Craig Evans, Gavin Ewing, Raymond Price. What a name, Raymond Price. Mark Vermeulen, Craig Wishart, Jeff Marsh is the coach. Stuart Matsakinieri and Douglas Hondo, Trevor Gripper. Great names in that Zimbabwe lineup for the 2003 festival match, Lilac Hill. That was the summer, of course, where Matthew Hayden broke the record at the time with a magnificent 380. Here we go. New South Wales Districts Cricket Association and Victorian Metropolitan Cricket Union Interstate Junior Cricket Shield Series. Who is playing here? I'm going to see if there's any names that we know. No names from New South Wales that went on. There's a Brad Reed, not Bruce Reed. Hello, Mitchie. Thank you, Mitchie. Appreciate those likes coming through. It looks like no one has gone on. No one from either side went on to play first-class cricket out of those. So that's interesting. Stephen Waugh, the final campaign. Now, what do we got here? Stephen Waugh. Steve Waugh's last test. So Steve Waugh, last test in Sydney against India. Would have been January 2004. And there he is, Stephen Waugh. Thank you, Mitchie. Appreciate those likes coming through. Oh, Stu McGill. Big Stu. I don't really want to move on from this. This is good. Stu McGill. How good. Back in the day. I don't think I will move on too quickly there. VB, classic VB ad. Retro VB ad. Okay, now defending the double. 2004. New South Wales taking on Queensland. Here we go. New South Wales, Queensland in the one-day cup. It was still the ING Cup. It was still the ING Cup in 2003-04. So there you go. New South Wales, of course, winning the Sheffield Shield 02-03. Now, let's have a look at this New South Wales squad. Let's read through some of the names for you here. Stephen Waugh, Simon Kadich, Bollinger, Bracken, Clark, Haddon, Jakes, Lambert, McGill, Nash, Nicholson, O'Brien, Thornley, and Mark Waugh. There it is there. Wonderful group of players for New South Wales in that era. And Queensland, do they get, I don't know if they get similar treatment because it's a New South Wales booklet, but let's read you through the names. We got Jimmy Maher, Stuart Law, Martin Love, Clinton Perrin, James Hopes, Wade Seckham, Chris Simpson, Ashley Noffke, Nathan Horrocks, Michael Kasprowicz, Damien McKenzie, and Steve Farrell playing for Queensland back there. Mitchie knows what a good team is. He loves a good New South Wales team from 2003. Of course, the Sheffield Shield winners, 2002-3. They won that one up at the Gabba. Here we go. Taurus Rising. Jimmy Maher, Stuart Law, Martin Love, Clinton Perrin, Craig Phillipson, James Hopes, Wade Seckham, Ashley Noffke, Nathan Horrocks, Michael Kasprowicz, Damien McKenzie, Chris Simpson. And for New South Wales, Stephen Ward, Dom Thornley, Phil Jakes, Mark Waugh, Simon Kadich, Brad Haddon, Aaron O'Brien, Grant Lambert, Matthew Nicholson, Stuart Clark, Nathan Bracken, and Stuart McGill. And the big fold out in the middle. Beautiful fold out. And then we have a look here. The end of an era. The end of an era. Stephen and Mark Waugh, their final hurrah for New South Wales. There they are. What a duo. What a dynamic duo. Go Queensland, says Mitchie. Got another Queensland one here for you, Mitchie. Welcome to everyone on YouTube. Cricket Library YouTube channel, here on TikTok as well. TikTok, YouTube. And it's lovely to have your company wherever you are tuning in from. Here's another one. There's a star profile of Stuart Law there. I'm for the Stuart Law fans. Thank you for being with us. So this WA team's all right. Hello, John Denver. Mike Hussey, Chris Rogers, Marcus North, Murray Goodwin, Ryan Campbell, Scott Muirleman, Kate Harvey, Peter Worthington, Aaron Heel, Paul Wilson, Darren Waits, and Ben Edmondson. And for Queensland, it was Maher, Law, Love, Perrin, Phillipson, Hopes, Hartley, Noffke, Horrocks, Bickle, Brandt, and Simpson. There they are there. Queensland versus WA. February 29. The ING Cup Final, 2003-4. Here we go. Pura Cup Final. It's the Bulls. It's the Bulls up against Victoria. And we've got, there's the Victorian team in the middle. Cricket Victoria. So in that team, Greg Shippard, the coach. Matthew Elliott, Michael Lewis, Alan Wise, Matthew Innes, Cameron White, David Hussey. And then you get down the front, you've got Graham Rummins, Matthew Mott, Brad Hodge, Andrew McDonald, Jonathan Moss, Darren Berry. And absent from the photo, Jason Armberger, Ian Harvey, Brendan Joseland, Bryce McGain, Shane Harwood, Peter Roach, and Shane Warne. So there they are. Victoria up against Queensland in the Pura Milk Cup Final. And a warm welcome to you on YouTube. Thank you for being with us. Make sure you drop a note in the comments if you're enjoying the stream. West Indies versus Sri Lanka A, 3-day game. Match sponsor, Sam's Chicken. I've never eaten Sam's Chicken, but they were the match sponsor there. This West Indies team, Brian Lara captain, Sarwin, Gale, Smith, Shandapal, Smith. So Devon Smith and Dwayne Smith, that is. Fidel Edwards, Tino Best, Ridley Jacobs, Jermaine Lawson, Pedro Collins, Dwayne Bravo, Carlton Ball, and Dwayne Bravo. A very good afternoon to you all. Thank you for being with us. Appreciate everyone jumping in to the YouTube stream. We are on YouTube Live, Cricket Library YouTube channel, and of course TikTok as well. And it's a pleasure having your company as we go through some retro cricket for your Wednesday afternoon. This one's an interesting one. No idea. The Doug Walters story. Yeah, not a lot of names I recognise in here. Very interesting. Hello, Riley. And welcome to everyone on YouTube. Great to have your company on YouTube. We are streaming from the Cricket Library studios in regional New South Wales, Australia. Or another Lilac Hill program. Here we go. Shoaib Akhtar sending them down. What a player, Shoaib Akhtar. Imagine rocking up for grade cricket back in the day and you're facing Shoaib Akhtar from one end, Brett Lee from the other end, and trying to work out how to get off strike would be what you'd be doing there. 0405, Pakistan and Australia. So you got the Cricket Australia Chairman's 11 squad. You got Langer, Casson, Bo Casson, of course, new Western Australian coach. Tony Dodemaide, Brett Dorey, Sean Irvine, Murray Goodwin, Kate Harvey, Brad Hogg, Mike Hussey, Jeff Lawson, Peter Worthington, Brad Williams, Darren Waits, Adam Voges, Dom Thornley, Luke Ronke, Chris Rogers, Marcus North, and Steve McGoffin. That man there. What a player. That was back in December 2004. And here we go. Cricket, the next chapter. Near neighbours resume their rivalry. And lots of rivalry there. Oh, we've got the fielding positions. In case you needed to know the fielding positions, that's all there. Hello, McKenna. Welcome to you. Thanks for being with us. And a very warm welcome to all of our viewers across TikTok, across YouTube, across the entire world. Africa, Asia, North Pole, South Pole, everywhere in between. It's an absolute pleasure having your company as we stream out of the Cricket Library headquarters in regional New South Wales, Australia. It's lovely to have your company. And there we go. Big Dave Saker. It's me again, joined. Hello, it's me again. Welcome to you. Warm welcome to everyone. Here we go. The bowling tip. It's important when the ball is new to pitch it up. Give it a chance to swing and try and get edges and wickets early. Don't be afraid to bowl a short ball every now and then. This means the batsman has to make a decision that might get them out. At the end of the innings, it's important to bowl full and straight. The old saying, they miss, you hit, is a good one because batsmen are under pressure to score runs late in the innings. Don't get sucked in to feet movement. Just aim at the stumps. That's some advice from Shane Harwood back in 2004, November 2004. And there it is. And a warm welcome. Thank you to everyone with us on YouTube. We're on the Cricket Library YouTube channel and, of course, also streaming via TikTok. Lovely to have your company. We're going to do some more shirts in a minute. So, hello, Jade Jakes. Great to have your company. There we go. Big Bush Rangers. What a squad. Cam White, Jason Armberger, Rob Castle, Jared Denton, Matthew Elliott, Ian Harvey, Shane Harwood, Brad Hodge, Dave Hussey, Matthew Innes, Nick Jewell, Brendan Josland, Michael Klinger, Brett Harrop, Tim Welsford, Shane Warne, Graham Rummins, Peter Roach, Jonathan Moss, Andrew McDonald, Michael Lewis, Alan Wise, and the rookie player, Aidan Blizzard. For those of you that are fans of the Cricket Library podcast, you would have heard the Aidan Blizzard story, and he's a good man. Our man, Aidan Blizzard. Better get that top end, get these back into place. I'll pop them in there. I think we'll do some more shirts and then we'll do some more programs. So just bear with me one moment while we get the next shipment of shirts ready. Crashing down over there. Hello, Loz. And a very warm welcome to all of our viewers. It's great to have your company as we stream from regional New South Wales, Australia. Pop them in there. And let's have a look at what we've got. Not much more to go here on the shirt front. Oh, here we go. One of my favourite players. Number 22, Emma Hughes. Definitely one of my favourites. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate that. 1,400 likes so far. Appreciate that very much. So Emma Hughes, WNCL player from regional New South Wales. Just getting it done. What else we got here? Here we go. Another Thunder shirt. Who could this be, I wonder? Toby Gray. The great Toby Gray. Number 11, Toby Gray. Still bowling his leg spinners up in Queensland. And thank you to everyone joining via TikTok. Thank you to everyone joining via YouTube. It's great to have your company. Here's someone. Here's someone we all know and love. Number 58, B. Lee. Brett Lee. Don't know if you can see that there. Signed it down the bottom. Wonderful player. And that one from that's a long sleever. That's from the Champions League T20. Probably one of the first Champions League T20s. Oh, it's me again, reached fan level 3. Is he still in India? I think he's in I thought he was in Dubai. Here's one. Pakistan. The Shalcott Stallions. Shalcott Stallions. Look at that. Love a good Pepsi sponsorship, don't they? They really do. Big fans of their Pepsi Cola over there. And great to be able to show you that one. Here we go. Nick Maddinson. Back in the days of the Sony Foundation on the front of the shirt. This one signed as well on the back. Nick Maddinson, number 53. Part of the collection. I don't have a Perth Scorchers jersey. I need to get one for the collection, I think. I'm mainly very Thunder-centric in what I've got here. So this is old school Thunder. Being a Thunder fan, that's the Webjet era of the Sydney Thunder. But yeah, no Perth Scorchers jerseys in what I've got to show you here. Hello to those of you joining us for the first time. Great to have your company. My name's Matt Ellis, host of the Cricket Library podcast, curator of content, Cricket Library YouTube channel. There's another Emma Hughes 22 long sleeve. Hello, Bailey. And Hampshire. Nice bright yellow. I quite like the yellow jersey. Hampshire. There we go. Hampshire. Hampshire Royals. So Chennai Super Kings have yellow. It's another. Oh, me too. GD McGrath. What a man. What's this one? Oh, Tanveer Sangha, number 17. Leading wicket taker in the Dean Jones Trophy this season. And very, very handy leg spin bowler, Tanveer Sangha. And let's get back to some programs now. We'll just do some programs for you. Hello, Malik. And hello, everyone joining us on YouTube. Lovely to have your company, 2:58 p.m. local time. And, here we go. Pakistan versus Australia, the World Cup final, 1999. We're going to party like it's 1999. Australia beating Pakistan in that World Cup final. Pakistan, Wasim Akram, captain, Moin Khan, wicketkeeper, Salim Malik, Ijaz Ahmed, Waqar Yunus, Saeed Anwar, Mushtaq Ahmed, Inzamam ul Haq, Saklain Mushtaq, Shahid Afridi, Azhar Mahmood, Abdul Razak, Yusuf Yuhana, Shoaib Akhtar, and Wajatullah Wasti, all lining up there. And for Australia, Stephen Waugh, Michael Bevan, Damien Fleming, Paul Rifle, Shane Warne, Mark Waugh, Shane Lee, Brendan Julian, Tom Moody, Darren Lehman, Glenn McGrath, Adam Gilchrist, Adam Dale, Ricky Ponting, and Damien Martin. So that is the 99 World Cup final. That was one-way traffic for Australia winning that one over in England. Oh, here we go. Run with the Bulls, 99-2000. Mercantile Mutual Cup at the Gabba. So the Mercantile Mutual Cup honours board. So 92-3 was New South Wales, 93-4 was New South Wales, and 94-5, Victoria decided they would wear shorts. Hello, Swaggy Lou, welcome. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, 94-5, Victoria won the tournament wearing shorts. Queensland 95-6, WA 96-7, Queensland 97-8, 98-99 was Victoria. Some great retro Queensland. What's the SA? Go Bateman's Bay. Yeah, go Bateman's Bay, definitely. Here we go. Here's some Queensland players. Ian Healy, captain. John Buchanan, coach. Matthew Anderson. Gee, he was a good left-hand spinner. Matthew Anderson, underrated. Thank you, Mitchie. Appreciate the gifts. Thank you. Very generous, very kind. And very much appreciated on TikTok. And warm welcome to everyone on YouTube as well. Thank you for those of you joining us live on YouTube, joining us live on TikTok. So you got Matthew Anderson, Andrew Bickle, Lee Castledine, Brendan Creevy. Very good player, Brendan Creevy. Adam Dale, Joe Dawes. So Adam Dale, he's been a guest on the Cricket Library podcast. You can check out our interview with him. Jeff Foley, Matthew Hayden, Michael Cashwig, Stuart Law, Joe Dawes, Martin Love, Jimmy Marr, Michael Miller, Scott Muller, Ashley Nofke, Matthew Pascoe, Scott Presswidge, Wade Seckham, Andrew Simons. It's a pretty handy lineup, that is. Ernati. Mercantile Mutual Cup. The feeling was mutual. Western Warriors. Canberra Comets. Canberra Comets coach Jeff Hammond. Rod Tucker, Ian Garrity, Graham Cunningham, Bruce Hara, Hall Omega, Duncan Breed. A very competent keeper with a thirst for improvement. Fittest in the squad. Works very hard at all parts of his game. Fresh out of the under-19s, where he also batted at 3 for the ACT. Very raw in terms of experience, but learning the ropes quickly. Breed is capable of setting a strong standard in the field. Then we've got Cade Brown, Simon Mann, Anthony McQuire, Peter Solway, Ryan Bolger, Lee Hansen, Jason Voros, Anthony Stewart, Mark Hutton, Grant Miller, Colin Smart, Dave Jeffrey, Jason Swift, Kent French, and Michael Day. Now, the Western Warriors here. We've got Wayne Clark, coach, Tom Moody, captain, Adam Gilchrist, vice-captain, Joe Angel, Mark Atkinson. Now, Mark Atkinson. There were two Mark Atkinsons. There was one that was a wicketkeeper batter, and there was a Mark Atkinson that was a fast bowler. Rob Baker, Ryan Campbell, Michael Dighton, Mike Hussey, Brad Hogg, Kate Harvey, Matthew Garnott, Brendan Julian, Simon Kadich, Justin Langer, Damien Martin, Brad Oldroyd, Marcus North, Steve Nicotaris, Matthew Nicholson, Chris Rogers, Mark Walsh, Darren Waits, and Brad Williams. Tassie Tigers, few signatures on here. We've got Jamie Cox, Greg Shippard. Now, this is signed by Greg Shippard. That's outstanding. We've got Michael DiVenuto, Robert Hodgson, Colin Miller. Colin Miller's signed this as well. The great Colin Miller. Scott Mason, Daniel Marsh, Scott Kramer-Cothan, Jared Denton, Andrew Dykes, Dean Hills, Michael DiVenuto, Todd Pinnington, Ben Target, Ricky Ponting, Damien Wright, Mark Ridgway, and Sean Young. You note there, Daniel Marsh, he's been a guest on the Cricket Library podcast as well, and a quality individual, Daniel Marsh. Big fan of Daniel Marsh and his work. Thank you to everyone joining us via YouTube. Lovely to have your company. Thank you, LBX Judy. Appreciate the gifts coming through on TikTok as well. Very much appreciated. And a big thank you to everyone contributing on the talk, and a big thank you to all of our YouTube subscribers that are joining us here this afternoon as well. This one here, the Lilac Hill Festival game. DK Lilly, Rodney Marsh on the back. That's the Chairman's 11 against Pakistan. $3 for that program. Thank you, Matt Calkin. Appreciate those likes coming through. A century of Australian cricket. Here we go. There we go. It's a bit of a dinner program, this one. Century of Australian cricket. Thank you, Helen Kelly 18. Appreciate you liking the live. Appreciate you being here with us. I love Bo Casson, Matt Calkin. I'm a massive Bo Casson fan. Thank you, everyone in the fan club. But yeah, huge Bo Casson fan. First Test 2000. South Africa, India. I'm not sure what WA will do on the playing front, but I do know Bo Casson is a lovely man, a very, very good cricket brain, and he's a great people person. So he will be a welcome addition as the head coach. Okay, Queensland Bulls, Victorian Bushrangers. This one, the inaugural 1999-2000 Pure Milk Cup final. Run with the Bulls is the slogan on the front. Player profiles, we've got Stuart Law, captain. Bennett King was the coach. Hello, Baxter Holt. Yeah, a lot of love for Bo Casson. Well, he's one of my favourite people that I've worked with. The great man, Matt Anderson. Who remembers Matt Anderson? Matt Anderson, left-hand spinner, played for Sandgate Redcliffe. Wonderful bowler. Probably underappreciated for the work that he did as a left-hand spinner back in the day. Great guy as well. Andy Bickle, Adam Dale, former guest on the Cricket Library podcast as well. Adam Dale, Joe Dawes, Troy Dixon, Andrew Simons, Wade Seckham, Scott Muller, Jimmy Marr, Martin Love, and Jeff Foley. Lining up for Victoria, Paul Rifle, the captain, John Scholes. Scholes or Scholes? I think it was Scholes. I think you'd say it, John Scholes. Then we've got Jason Armberger, Darren Berry, John Davison, Matthew Elliott, David Saker, Michael Klinger, Matthew Mott, Matthew Innes, Brad Hodge, Ian Harvey, and Laurie Harper. What a final. Run with the Bulls. John Buchanan, what an era he had at the helm for the Queensland Bulls. And a warm welcome everyone on YouTube. Now, this is a double whammy. We are live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube at the same time. England, West Indies, Zimbabwe. 2000, the official series program. Now, if you had £3.50 back in the day, you could have got yourself a copy. Who knows what the street value of this would be in 2026? £3.50 back in 2000. Let's do a little bit of maths. You're probably talking about $95, $96. I guess it's supply and demand. I mean, something like this would be high demand, low supply, I'm guessing. But those that were smart enough to shell out the £3.50 back in 2000, put it away in a folder and kept it in a safety deposit box at their local bank, they would be licking their lips now, thinking, well, now Emma Hughes is here. This is a great moment, Emma Hughes. We were doing something before. Does this look familiar? My favourite player Favourite player from the Breakers, number 22, Richie Beno. Richie Beno would have loved saying your number in commentary. Coming into bowl for New South Wales, number 22, Emma Hughes. Ah, what a delivery. Super piece of bowling that from Hughes. The Dubbo Macquarie Jr. on the big stage here in the Women's National Cricket League. Super effort that. 2 for 222 off 22.2. Loving that. And what a nice surprise that I've got two of my favourite people here on the live stream. We're YouTube, we're TikTok, and a couple of my former travel companions here in the house, so to speak, without being in the house, if you know what I mean. But lovely to have your company. Norman West is here as well. We've got the YouTube is blowing up at the moment. We are filling. I don't know the bandwidth that YouTube has. So YouTube video sharing platform, live streaming happens on here. And this has all come about because my podcast guest for today is not here. So you're stuck with me. And we're doing a bit of retro. We're doing some retro shirts. We're doing the European Cricket Championship. Now, this retailed, it doesn't even have a retail price on the front, but we're talking 21st to 27th of July, 2000. This was published. Who knows how many copies of this are left in the world? Expected street value, are we talking upwards of $17, $18 for something like this in 2026? Or are we even thinking maybe 17 or 18 pounds sterling? How many euros for something like this European Cricket Championship? Denmark, England, Holland, Ireland, Italy, Scotland, France, Germany, Gibraltar, Greece, Israel, and Portugal all took part in this tournament. I don't think this is rarefied air. If you like breathing rarefied air, just take that in. Take that in, because that is rarefied air right there. As is this next piece. None of this for sale, by the way. This is all just part of the Cricket Library Ultimate Collection. And a big thank you to everyone for enjoying this as much as I am. Lovely to have your company. Scotland, West Indies. Now this is good, because see what we have here. We've got the program, right? Scotland v West Indies, and we've got, I don't know if you can see that, but that is the newspaper clipping with the scores. So let's have a look at the scores. Tour match, Scotland versus West Indies. Scotland won the toss. West Indies beat Scotland by 21 runs. Tight game. West Indies batting first. AFG Griffith, 31. Caught Lockhart, bowled right. SL Campbell caught Patterson, bowled butt for 11. WW Hines, not WWF, WW Hines. Caught Smith, bowled Brinkley for 0. CH Gale bowled Cox for 45. Captain JC Adams, former guest on the Cricket Library podcast. I don't know why we didn't ask him about this. LBW Brinkley, 48. LBW, 2 runs shy of a milestone. RR Sarwin, caught right by Williamson, 3. MV Nagamutu, not out, 21. NAM McLean, Nixon McLean, he was bowled by Butt for 18. 27 extras, which included 6 leg byes, 17 wides, 4 no balls, 7 for 204 from their 43 overs. And then Scotland in reply, they batted for 43 overs as well. Must have been a rain-reduced game, I'm tipping. BMW Patterson, what a set of initials. Imagine you had the initials BMW. Surely, if you are BMW Patterson, you are hitting up the local dealership and you're saying to them, we could come to some sort of arrangement here. I'm happy to drive one of your vehicles. I've got the initials. I've got what you need in a UGC capacity. Mind you, UGC probably wasn't really a thing back on the 13th of August 2000 when this match took place. So Patterson out for 36, DR Lockhart, and I should say Court Adams bowled Nagamudu 36. Then, of course, we had DR Lockhart bowled Gale for 48. CJ Smith, the wicketkeeper, LBW Gale for 1. R.A. Parsons bowled Gale for 0. Then we had G. Salmond, Corton bowled Adams for 26. GJ Williamson run out for 30. CM Wright not out 26. J.E. Brinkley bowled King for 3. 13 extras. And we're looking at a total of 7 for 183 in the One-Day Cricket International, the Scottish Cricket Union taking on the West Indies, 13th of August 2000, staged at Uddingston Cricket Club. And the retail value of that program. Thank you, AB Trade. Weena loves hot dogs. Loving that content there. Now we're back to the Mercantile Mutual Cup. Mercantile Mutual Cup, here we go. Run with the Bulls again. So we were in a bit of a run with the Bulls kind of theme with a lot of these programs back in the day. That was their slogan, and rightly so. We've got all the squads in here, I think. What do we got? So you got Hayden, Caswicks, Love, Ma, Muller, Nofke, O'Leary, Pascoe, Perrin, Presswidge, Seckham, Simons, and Turner. And then we've got, let's have a look at South Australia. You've got Darren Lehman, Greg Blewett, Chris Davies, Shane Dietz, Dave Fitzgerald, Daniel Harris, Ryan Harris. Now, Ryan Harris has been a guest on the Cricket Library podcast. That's one well worth a listen. Make sure you go back and check the back catalogue for that one. We've got Mark Harrity, Ben Johnson, Graham Manu, another former guest on the Cricket Library podcast. Hit the Mercantile Mutual Cup sign twice. One at the long boundary at the Adelaide Oval and one, I think, at the square boundary. Paul Rofe, Mike Smith, Brett Swain, Jeff Vaughan, now coach of Tasmania, Brad Young, Paul Wilson, Luke Williams. Hello, Unan. Great to have your company. And a warm welcome to everyone joining us via the YouTube Live. How good is it that we're live on YouTube? We are probably breaking the internet by being live on YouTube, doubling in listeners as we speak, listeners, viewers. I'm used to radio, but your viewers, unless you're just listening. But if you are just listening, thanks for listening. Appreciate it. New South Wales, Stephen Waugh, Michael Bevan, Nathan Bracken, Sean Bradstreet, Stuart Clark, Brad Haddon, Mark Higgs, Brett Lee, Shane Lee, Stuart McGill, Greg Mayle, Glenn McGrath, Corey Richards, Gavin Robinson, Mark Waugh, Michael Slater, Graham Rummins. And we did see Graham Rummins in a Victorian team earlier in one of the other programs. Then we got Victoria, Rifle, Armberger, Berry, Craig, Davison, Harvey, Harper, Hanson, Fleming, Elliott, Hodge, Innes, Klinger, Lewis, Miller, Warren, Vimpani, and Mott. Gee, there were some good players doing the rounds in domestic cricket back in the day. Tassie, Jamie Cox, Ricky Ponting, Mark Atkinson, Sean Klingliffer, Michael DiVenuto, Jared Denton, Andrew Downton, Andrew Dykes, Dean Hills, Scott Cremis-Cothan, Daniel Marsh, Todd Pinnington, David Saker, Ben Target, Damien Wright, and Sean Young. And then in WA's list, Moody, Gilchrist, Angel, Atkinson, Baker, Julian, Hussey, Hogg, Harvey, Goodwin, Campbell, Kadich, Langer, Martin, North, Nicholson, Waits, and Williams. And there we go. Queensland's own White Sugar sponsoring the Junior Cricket Clinic. Imagine having White Sugar as your sponsor. I love that. I'm just gonna have some of the sponsors' products. Just have a bag of it, and you just scoop it in. Love a bit of Queensland White Sugar. Proud sponsors of those clinics. Oh, look at that, Shane Warne back in the day. How good's that? Thank you to everyone. We're at 2,100 likes on the TikTok stream. Things are blowing up on YouTube. Bandwidth might become an issue if this continues, but I appreciate everyone being here. Look at all these signatures. That is a signature fest. I'll see if I can recognise any of these. Jason Armberger, Ian Hewitt, Mick Lewis, Colin Miller, Matthew Mott, Ben Oliver, Clinton Peake, Michael Klinger, Brad Hodge, Ian Harvey, John Davison, Paul Rifle, John Scholes or Scholes, Sean Craig. What a collection. Hit up Damien Fleming to sign one there. Oh, here we go. Couple of New South Wales signatures on here as well. New South Wales, Steve Waugh, Bevan, Betsy, Bracken, Bradstreet, Clark, Cook, Haddon, Heath, Higgs, Jakes, Lee, McGill, Mail, McGrath, Nash, Gavin Robertson, Corey Richards, Graham Rummins, Andrew Sainsbury, Michael Slater, Jamie Stewart, Brett Van Dyson, Matthew Phelps. What a crew. Hello, FIFA Trader. Great to have FIFA Trader here. We're going to wrap things up for you soon. It's been a great FIFA Trader. Let's just swim between the flags. I think that's probably better for everyone if we're just swimming between the flags. There we go. DK Lilly. What a man. The great Dennis Keith. Wonderful stuff. And the chairman's message. Today sees the juxtaposition of arguably our most famous sporting event with a relative newcomer of growing status. While we know which is really the sport of kings, we'll enjoy the Melbourne Cup broadcast as a welcome interruption in what promises to be a very exciting cricket match between the ACB Chairman's 11 and the West Indies, a perpetual favourite with Australian crowds. Lilac Hill Park will again be packed with enthusiastic cricket lovers, reinforcing the importance of this match to tourism and the Swan Valley and confirming why the Lilac Hill Festival match won its category in the Western Australian Tourism Awards 2000. We salute all these supporters, but more importantly, welcome the players from both sides as well as our special guests. Dennis Lilly returns today, not as a player, but as our patron, joined by Bill Brown and Arthur Morris, two invincibles from the famous unbeaten 1948 Ashes side. We are delighted to have such a trio of sporting heroes with us. In conclusion, and on your behalf, I wish to congratulate and thank all those workers who have once again made possible this wonderful sporting and social event. John Moody, AM Chairman, Lilac Hill Festival Committee. Mike Whitney, guest player. Big Roy. How good's that? David Boone, guest player. What an absolute treat for everyone involved. There you have it. So we have one more match program or two more match programs to go. Run with the Bulls. We're running with the Bulls again. That's the Run with the Bulls theme. And we're just good. TikTok's checking I'm human. There we go. Aaron 888. There we go. Hello, Aaron 888. Great to have your company. Queensland captain Stuart Law, Bennett King coach, Wade Seckham, Clinton Perrin, Joe Dawes, Lee Castledine, Adam Dale, Andy Bickle, Scott O'Leary, Martin Love, Brendan Nash, Jerry Castle, Ashley Nofke, and Jimmy Marbomar. And did I mention that I drink Pura Milk? Love a bit of Pura Milk with... Oh, I'm looking forward to hearing this, Aaron. Yeah, I like a scoop of Queensland sugar in my Pura Milk. That's generally what I have. Victoria, Paul Rifle captain, John Scholes coach, Darren Berry, Jason Armberger, John Davidson, Matthew Elliott, Brad Hodge, Cameron White, Matthew Mott, Jonathan Moss, Michael Lewis, Michael Klinger, and Matthew Innes. And there we go. The Pura Milk Cup, the final of the Pura Milk Cup. Now, this is interesting. The search is on to find the best one-day domestic cricket team in the world. Let's find. Thank you. The Little Book of All the Shield Games 2001. How good. So here we've got the Roofit Mumbai cricket team. Very interesting. Central District Stags. Hello, Mitchie. We've got the Western Warriors and the KwaZulu-Natal Dolphins in Perth. 29th of March to 4th of April 2001. It's the Western Warriors versus the rest of the world in an exciting series of day-night matches. Thank you for the likes, everyone. Appreciate that coming through on TikTok. And thank you to everyone joining us here on YouTube. One program to go. Bangladesh Tour of Zimbabwe, April 2001. There it is. We'll finish on that one. It's been an absolute pleasure having your company. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you for being with us. And from Matt Ellis at the Cricket Library, we're going to sign off. We're going to sign off on YouTube, and we might stick around for a little bit longer on TikTok. So thank you to everyone who's been with us on YouTube. Jump across to TikTok if you want to continue, but we won't be here for much longer. We'll catch up with you all again soon. Thanks very much for being with us. Have a great afternoon, and bye for now.